actually is, I'm waiting for this too, which is Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. So, over to you, Kay.
Zelda, boy.
Thanks, JC. Thanks, Corey. Wow, Pikmin looks like a lot of fun. Hi, everyone. I'm Kay from Nintendo Treehouse, and I've got my colleagues Chico and Kendra here with me. Before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge that we are doing this remotely. So there might be some technical limitations, but we're asking for your patience and your understanding as we work as hard as we can to bring you an amazing stream. So today we're going to take a look at Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which takes place 100 years before Breath of the Wild.
I have that same
tells
pin.
the story of the Great Calamity and the events leading up to it, which really can only be told through the 1 versus 1,000 action of a Warriors game. We'll start off with
Got that same pin, bro.
Look at Urbosa.
Oh, snap. All right, here we go.
Ready?
Yes, I am.
New
So,
Urbosa gameplay.
Started.
I'm fine. I know.
Look at this,
Urbosa
bro.
Right now, as you can see, and I'm actually inside the Gerudo Town right now. And then it is a Hyrule Warriors game, so you will be using X and Y button to do weak and strong attack, and then also A. Oh wait, Iga Wave Master is coming. Right now, the Gerudo Town is under attack by Iga Clan, but I don't want to talk about why they're here. But the objective is I have to actually defeat all 3 Iga Blade Masters. So to do that, in addition to the usual Hyrule Warriors action, I have to use
Bro.
counter attack.
Okay, so I guess what it's showing now.
I just use the stasis now, as you
Yeah.
can tell. But each character can use all 4 different runes in different occasions. So I need to focus on attacking him right now. So I'm gonna let Kay and Kit
Bruh.
talk about what's unique about Urbosa.
Great, thank you so much, Chico. Yeah, Urbosa's gameplay is really fun and exciting, and
Bro.
as you can see,
Bro.
it's focused on her ability to use an attack with lightning. She has a unique ability to charge up lightning, which is represented by the gauge at the top of the screen. And yep, she's charging it right there. And once it's charged up, she can actually use the lightning in addition to her strong attacks to kind of strengthen those
Wall
attacks
jump?
and do some
Ooh.
really character-specific stuff with it.
Bro,
She
this is
also
so cool.
Uses lightning in her weak point counters and in her special attacks. And if Chico can get the timing right, after some of these big attacks where there's still some electricity lingering in the air, she can charge up her electricity super quick, which takes a lot of skill
Yes.
and a lot of timing, but it's very satisfying when you can pull it off.
Bro.
Okay, so I'm running
And
around
to-
in the town.
And I just wanted to add too, aside from the gameplay that you're seeing, well, first of all, oh wait, no,
Oh my gosh.
interrupting myself because there's a Korok.
There it is. It's so cute.
So
What's the
clearly
benefit of Koroks
are
in this game?
images that you can find. But this is the first time that people get to play as Urbosa, which is already super awesome.
Yes, it is.
And this area probably looks pretty familiar to some Breath of the Wild fans.
Yep.
And it's
The
cool
whole
to
town
see
looks
these places.
so great.
Pre-Calamity. But what I did want to say is fans can look forward to getting more backstory on these characters as
Yep.
well. You really get a good look at Urbosa's relationship to Zelda, and also more information about Urbosa's relationship to Zelda's late mother. So,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're like me and you love to get to know the characters and get to know them in ways that you didn't get to in Breath of the Wild, this game is your opportunity to do that.
Bro, hype. Hype as hell.
That's right. It's really, there's a lot to unpack in here and a lot to see, and it's very thrilling for fans of Breath of the Wild to be able to take a look, a more in-depth look at this time in the story. All right, and now we're taking a look at Zelda's gameplay.
Hell yeah,
Also
boy.
a first look, very exciting. As you can see, she uses
What?
the runes as her main
What is
attack,
this?
in addition to being able to use them just like everyone else. And she
Bro.
can create different combinations of runes to take out huge swaths of enemies. Oh my gosh. In a very unique way. It's
Why did Zelda ever
so
need
cool to
protecting
see
from
Chico.
Zelda being
anybody?
able to take out these guys.
Yeah, and for me,
Bro.
anytime Zelda gets to, you get to play as Zelda and annihilate enemies as Zelda, it's pretty much a win for me
Yep.
because Zelda and a Zelda
Whoa.
game.
Yeah. Well, and she's
Whoa.
really fun to play as.
That did a ton of damage.
Nice work. Nice work.
I'm just gonna go back to Urbosa because she is my favorite.
She's
And
great.
I know Zelda is great, but yeah. Okay, so I
Urbosa's
have
also
to
great.
chase
But
after.
Urbosa.
Yes, definitely. I have to chase after the Iga people, so I'm gonna go after that to the location. And
Man, this looks so wild.
There's a lot of people here.
And for people who are new to the Warriors series, as you can see, there are prompts on the screen that help guide you through the process of the gameplay and the action. But
Urbosa's
you also
such a
can turn
baddie,
those
dude. Oh
off
my
if you
god.
want to.
Look at this, man. This looks
So,
amazing.
I'm at this location, and it looks like my objective is to
Defeat
defeat
enemies
the
with a
enemies
loud
with
attack.
loud attack. So I think I need to do. Oh, I can't use right now, but I will wait till my rune fills up first. But
Make some noise,
okay,
Chico.
so I'm going.
Do
I'll
it.
do that. Hold on. These guys are little.
RMY.
This guy's really getting in your
Yeah.
way. So as you can see, when you use the Sheikah runes, there is a little bit of a wait
A
time
cooldown.
for
Yeah.
it to charge back up before you can use it again, which is very similar to how it worked in Breath of the Wild. Oh,
Bro.
man, that was a gorgeous takeout right there.
I'm so hyped for
And
this, bro.
the
I
reason
guess I
for
did that.
using these loud attacks was to call forth a certain familiar.
Oh!
And there he is. Oh man.
You sure it's not a lady though?
I think he's beautiful.
You can call Moldugas?
Yeah,
Into
he's
your
too
advantage?
scary. Yeah, and he's coming after me, so I don't think I want to do this. Bye bye.
No, let's go ahead and
That's it.
let's escape
Done.
to the main menu while we can. So we're gonna go back to the world map and show some of the gameplay between battles. Leveling up characters, strengthening weapons, and
Whoa!
unlocking things. There it is. Very familiar
That's so cool.
map of Hyrule. Chico, do you want to tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah, so if you ever play, like original Hyrule Warriors game or maybe different Warriors game, you might be familiar with how the menu looked like. You will go from chapter 1 to 3 type thing. But this one, you actually go through different chapters and
So
locations using the
They broke it up into
map of Hyrule.
5,
from
6
the, Legend
regions.
of the Breath of the Wild. And when I first saw this, I was literally screaming because it was so gorgeous, and I just loved it. And because it's a Hyrule
Whoops.
Warriors game, when you're playing the stages, you collect a lot of different type of materials. So using those materials, you can unlock different locations on the map, like the stables, other training grounds, and even like different dishes you can cook type thing. So one of the things I wanted to show is actually here, blacksmith. So it is a Hyrule Warriors game, so you will be collecting a lot of different weapons while you are in the stage. Not like Breath of the Wild, you don't the weapons do not break during the stage. but you can use these.
That's what everybody wanted to
weapons you
hear.
collected to strengthen your primary use weapon. So
Okay.
right now I'm using this sword, but there's other different type of weapons I can get and different way to use it. So I want to use my sledgehammer, iron sledgehammer, and fuse them with all the materials I got so far.
Okay.
With the level
And
1
I think
soup ladle that you will not neglect.
That's so cool.
Don't you dare.
Okay, so
Okay. Whew. I was worried.
I shouldn't. It's okay. It's okay.
No, use it. Use
Okay,
it.
so
Yes, it's okay.
you can use up to 5 different weapons, and then you.
That's
can,
so cool. There's like
strengthen.
infusion.
You of course have to use the rupees, so make sure
That
you
is so
collect
cool.
the rupees when you are in the stage 2. And now I have my sledgehammer leveled up to 5, so I can use that for next battle if I want.
What if that's a mechanic for Breath of the Wild too?
Another thing is the materials you collected. You can make the dish. So let's see
What
which
if that
one
is a
it
mechanic for Breath of the Wild too?
Or fish dish, and you need the materials 5 fish. So I have
That would-
trout.
That would alleviate so much,
So now
so many of the
I
gripes
love the
people
dish,
have.
So I can earn the recipe for chili fish stew.
Oh man, that's gotta be.
Right, and the
Another song.
recipes.
That's
can
got to be a
use
mechanic for
to,
Breath of the Wild too.
Give your characters a little bit of a buff before you go into battle.
It's a weapon
and there are a
infusion,
bunch
man.
of
You
different
just
types
you
that
level
have
up your
different effects, so
weapons.
it's pretty fun to collect them and see what they do.
I know that's like just for
Yep.
And
they
level
also-
progression in this, but I'm just
the-
thinking in terms of durability in Breath of the Wild too. Like
yeah, so by defeating monsters and getting
That would be so
materials,
cool. That's
you
a
can also turn
great
into
idea.
These other quests, which you can use to unlock bonus combos or extra health or other such things. But the thing I really like about these is that they have little stories that go along with them. Little glimpses into
Two-player mode.
characters' lives
we
between
got
battles
co-op.
during this war.
we got co-op.
The one that we just did, for example, is about a young child in Hateno village who wants to build a monster dummy so that they can practice using a two-handed sword. And so Link actually brings the materials to make the dummy, creates this dummy, helps them build it, and then they train together. And that's how Link is able to come up with an extra move for his two-handed sword. And I love it because Link's from Hateno village. So it's a very cute glimpse into his life.
Yeah, the world building
So,
is really excellent in this game.
Yeah, we just strengthened this 200. I mean, sledgehammer is basically a 200 sword type. So I'm going into the training mission where I can actually use this sledgehammer to showcase how the 200 sword or 200 weapon will work in this game. So I changed my weapon, and I guess I can change my tire.
Yeah. Yeah, you can unlock different pieces
That's so cool.
of armor as you progress through the game.
This
and
is
you
a Breath of the
can,
Wild game, man.
Equip or, I guess, unequip them as and dress him up however you want.
They look nice.
yeah,
What are you
this is-
talking about?
This is
And
Link's,
also,
training attire.
and we also this is the
Uh,
chili fish skewer we just got from the recipe.
Damage from fire down
infusion.
50%.
So, I
So
can
these are
use
just
that.
pre-game buffs.
Right, and every character will react differently to the dishes that you cook for them. And some characters even have favorite dishes, and they'll say something different when you give them their favorite dish.
interesting that
So
towers-
It's a lot of fun to try out a
Towers
bunch of
are
different
up.
recipes and see which your characters prefer.
Yo, this loading
Yeah,
screen
and
is
if
so
you
cool.
watch the TGS live stream, you might have seen the cutscene where it's showing the tower actually raising from the ground.
Yeah.
And that tower is actually going to be a base for Link whenever
Okay.
he goes to
Alright.
the next mission. So I think
Answered
we
my
just
question.
showed him kind of like warping from the tower to that new location where I'm going to be showcasing the 200 sword training mission.
Right.
Without
so
a
yeah,
shirt on.
it is a training mission without a
Hey, don't judge me.
Mm.
I mean,
there's no
the two-handed
judgment.
sword is a lot of
If
work.
anything, I just feel bad for Link.
No, you know, he
I guess
works
there's
up
less
quite a
fabric to
sweat
get in the
swinging
way
that
while
thing
he's
around.
fighting.
Yeah, so as you
These
can see,
ladies
this is a training
thirsting
level,
over
so you're
Link.
fighting against a lot of Hyrulean soldiers.
Bro, God, this combat looks so
and
good.
Using the two-handed sword, which, you know, aesthetically does look a lot like how it was used in Breath of the Wild. In this game, it's slower but more powerful than the one-handed sword. But the fun thing about it is that he can
Bro.
take action to strengthen his strong attacks. In exchange, he takes a little bit of temporary damage, like that. And in order to heal that temporary damage, you can press X to consume a meal in the middle of battle. I love the animation for him eating.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see
I love the
Chico.
animation for him eating.
Let's
Yeah,
get near
if
some
she'll do
enemies.
it for us.
Sorry. I was focused
Oh,
on
get near some enemies. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, so, but one of those eating animations is highly aggressive, and if Chico does it near some enemies, then we will see what happens. And hopefully we'll get an opportunity to show you that because I love it.
Nom nom.
Yeah! Okay, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
Aggressive
that's so
I
cool.
love it.
Shockwave blast, sending the soldiers flying.
I love that they.
I'm curious to see,
included
like, how
that
the
in
spears-
this game as part of the
how spears might
actual,
work.
Fighting style for the two-handed sword. I think it's a great homage to Breath of the Wild and people who played it like I did, which is to say, having a stockpile of apples or something in my inventory so I could chow down when I'm being blown back by a strong attack that did lots of damage.
You can aggressively eat your apples and send those soldiers
Aggressively eat your apples. It's the only way to eat apples in this game.
flying.
Dude, this looks so cool, man.
If you burn,
Alright, how many
apples,
KOs do
you
we
can
have?
actually get grilled apples too.
It's so, like,
yeah.
over the top.
Alright.
170 more.
But I think that's what's so great about it
Yeah,
is
we're
that
getting
it's
almost
just so
halfway.
like it's so anime.
I'd also like to point out that this location is very familiar. It appeared as ruins in Breath of the Wild, but now, before the Calamity, it's in its heyday. And it's very cool to see what it looked like before it got destroyed.
Yeah, and
Nice
Chico,
one,
maybe you could
Chico.
show us some lightning rod action.
What? Hold on.
Oh yeah, we did get to see the ice rod
This
before.
one? Woohoo!
That's so cool.
Yeah, that one.
That's so cool.
Oh,
Poor soldiers. Wait,
you can do it. So, as you can see, when she's timing her attacks for when that weak point gauge comes out. The big strategy against these stronger enemies is to cut down that weak point gauge and create an opening so you can do counter attack, which can be very powerful.
Alright,
Nice
a
one.
little bit more.
I need the big group of
Bro, this looks so hype.
Let's see.
I love the two-handed sword so much. I think it's my favorite. It's so satisfying, you know, to just slam through all of these enemies, you know, these thousands and thousands of enemies. And also to, like, take a little break to have a snack here and then. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is my favorite one.
I'm hoping we
Look at
can.
that.
I know your favorite
show
is the
show some
Super
flurry
Nintendo.
rush too. Oh, of course.
I'm trying!
Whatever.
I suck at this thing!
No, you
What?
don't.
No, you don't. You're doing great. You're almost there.
You need to find another one of those captains.
Okay. No, he's not there. Yeah.
Daruk.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's Daruk!
He's my favorite.
Holy frame rate.
It's cool. He's very heavy moving character too. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
He moves surprisingly quickly for someone of his size, though, I have to say.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
You can do it, Chico. I believe in you.
Keep your own size. I mean, like, he's like 2 times
Oh
bigger
my
than me.
goodness.
Oh my gosh. That
Stun
was like
lock.
a little bit of rough play for training.
I take the training very seriously.
Bop, bop,
Nice
bop.
work.
Ah, take
Nice
that.
Yeah,
work.
wow.
Man, you
That's
made very
funny.
quick
You
work
took
of
them out
Gerudo.
really
Good
fast.
job.
Yeah, you did.
All right, let's cut away from this for a second because we have one other thing we'd like to show you. Chico's got to set it up though. I love Daruk. He's so great. He's such a
Well, and it's really
fun character.
Yeah, and it's cool to see all the various characters, you know, that we know and love from Breath of the Wild, but seeing them in this different setting and seeing all of their special moves and how those differ. I do really like seeing that, and I'm excited for what we're about to show you as well, you the viewers.
What is it?
Yeah, it's great. It's an amazing thing that they've done with this game to bring us into this era, you know.
What are we about to
pre-Calamity,
see?
and show us all these characters and show us the intricacies of how they interact and how they perform in battle. It's stuff that I think personally, as a fan of Breath of the Wild, I wished for so hard was the chance to be able to see these guys in their prime. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And
What
and
are they
not
about to show us?
Not to bring the soup ladle up too much, but I do want to say I love that they included the soup ladle, you know, that they're bringing it back, and we see those same touches from Breath of the Wild in this game. And Chico mentioned that the weapons aren't breakable, so you really could, you know, equip that soup ladle if you wanted a serious challenge. You could fight with the soup ladle.
Soup ladle only run.
Choose your own
Make the soup
adventure.
ladle stronger. Yeah.
Soup ladle only run, boys.
I love it. I love that when you use the soup
Impa!
ladle, it's a shield too. All right, so
Totally.
we're looking at Impa now.
Yeah,
Where's the
so what I
gameplay
wanna show is
sound?
in the distance,
God,
but
this looks so
I
hype.
need to take care of these guys first because these guys just in
Nice.
my way.
There's the sound.
Ah!
So obviously, this is a new depiction of Impa that we're seeing here.
The best
but
one.
Chico is about to show us just what Impa is capable of in the gameplay.
Bro, Impa...
I love her. I love Impa so much.
God, man, this
She's
gameplay loop
so
is
much
so
fun
cool.
to play. She's so quick, and she has these
Out here
different,
busting it out, boy, I'm telling
cool
you.
attacks that
Was
she
that a
uses.
frog?
Summoning of the frog. And
Bro,
the
Koei
combination
Tecmo
of-
really out here putting Naruto in this
He
game.
did. That was an impressive use of the electric rod, I have to say.
Full-blown
And here we
Naruto
have
running, bro.
Equinox.
It makes sense that Pura's voice actress is the same as Sakura
I
now,
love
just
it.
throwing that
So,
out
yeah,
there.
that's what I was saying. Impa's gameplay, being able to absorb those symbols to create the clones and then strengthen the strong attack when she has all of her clones out is it's really fun. Takes a lot of strategy. and
Bro,
timing.
this looks so cool. I think
Nice.
I'm gonna Impa main, dude. I'm just
And you can
throwing
see
that out there.
Her Sheikah rune
The back.
usage does
Going back.
differ from the other characters we've looked at today too.
Okay.
You can do it.
Ah,
Whoa,
So
you
we
could hear her
discussed
voice.
Earlier,
She is
the
ready.
usage of runes in order to create openings to counter strong enemies, and it's even more important that you do that when fighting these big monsters too, because if you get the timing right on these, just like
Nice.
that, you can
Just
create
like
these
that.
great dramatic openings for yourself. And it really is vital that you get these weak point smashes in because they do so much damage. And it can really make it easy to, or easier, I should say, to take these guys out.
To take out the poor Hinox that was just having a nap.
This is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I don't
doing
know
his own
about that.
thing. Well, I mean, I would be grumpy too if I got woken up like that.
That's fair.
Bro,
Nice
Impa's
work, Chico.
Impa's combat is so dope.
She really is.
I love that flying squirrel move.
Woo!
I want to hear her talk more.
The maniacal laughter, yes.
You guys can
Nice.
laugh.
Bro, she really out here
Alright, I
just
think that's
doing
all the
full-blown
time we have left for
ninjutsu.
Today. Let's stop beating up on this poor Hinox and let him go back to his nap.
these mugs.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This was Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which releases Friday, November 20th. We hope
Not
you
soon
enjoyed it.
enough.
We sure did. And have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. That was hype. That was really cool. Man. Impa looks incredible. Urbosa looks incredible. God, man, that's really cool. Really cool. Can't wait. Can't wait.